recording full 4K. That's gonna kill everything. All right.
Am I gonna hear? I don't know, like go. Hey, all right, we're right here at the podcast.
Right here at the podcast.
All right, I'm here with Nevin.
All right,
You
so
do this.
how are we gonna?
regularly.
I'm here with Nevin and the Mormon on Saturday.
We should have called it that.
Nevin and the Mormon.
Welcome to Saturday morning here on 590 AM with Nevin and the Mormon. Hold on.
Geez.
Why did we go with that?
It's the morning
Are
drive
you
with
recording
Nevin
now?
in the morning.
We should put these on YouTube. Like always start at like 2 minutes before we start.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to figure out the 9-minute thing. Are you just gonna like?
What, 9 minutes?
Okay, so.
Every
you told
9 minutes.
Justin- yeah.
Well, every 9 minutes, I'm gonna stop and restart the recording because we're using trial software they haven't paid for. So,
Yeah. So
Been
So-
there.
so we're gonna have to like have when there's like
you
a
know how
natural
short
pause.
these chairs are.
There's like a natural
They're
pause.
short. I love them.
Or if it's getting to like 8:30, you can like just stop us and say something.
Well, I could just like put my arm down.
We'll be back right after this message from Latter-day Saints.
we could do fake commercials. I could insert them.
Kayla and I came up with a fake church name. It was called like the First Christian Baptist Church of the Nazarene of the Latter-day Saints. Non-dom.
I thought it was on a cop car. There was a cop car over
Were you
there last night
concerned?
too. No, there was one over there last night too, and I was like, "That's weird." 2 nights in a row.
Yeah, you know McDonald's.
Oh no, it was at the Jug. All right.
Okay.
Okay. I think I have them all.
Alright, so are we gonna have like a thing you're gonna do when you restart it?
Okay, we should each test. So I am channel 2.
Check, Mikey.
I really gotta get that close.
Wait, why are you?
No, yeah, you can get like right here.
I can't tell which one you are.
You can't.
I'm this one right here. Hello.
Here, stop doing what you're doing.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9er.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
You can't tell who's who.
Well, I could when I do it. Everybody else needs to get closer.
I'm as close as I can get, Nevin.
Okay, you're 3.
Luke, I am your father.
We seriously
And
need
he's
to
one.
upload this on YouTube.
Okay, we got it. All right.
We're gonna make a social media. I'll run the social media because you run it like 6 other ones.
Wouldn't that make me a shoo-in for running our social media? Okay, are we starting?
I don't know. When do we
Okay,
do the topics?
Oh, well,
No,
we do that during the show.
Yes.
So we're gonna, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you had to pick the topic before.
Well,
Well,
no,
you pick them before. Okay,
So here's how it's gonna
Yeah.
work. Okay, we each bring 3 topics. Once we start and we do our little intros.
Yeah.
We're gonna introduce you. So that's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
I
Then
got
we'll
the
say,
intro,
hey,
by the
we
way.
got our.
I get the intro every week because I'm gonna do that thing we talked about.
What's the thing we talked
You'll see.
Wait, what do you mean you got the intro?
To introduce Justin.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's fine. Anyways, once that all happens, we're gonna each say our 3 topics, and then the other 2 people are gonna pick which one of the 3 that you brought we're gonna actually speak about. So it'll be 1 per person.
So I don't have topics. I'm just gonna wing this.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I also don't have my topics picked out. Should I do that real fast?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
okay,
I feel
how are
like
we gonna do the 9-minute thing though? I don't. Are you gonna like?
It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm.
You seem really.
It's
upset.
only a 30-minute podcast, so we only have to ideally do it 3 times.
Okay.
4 max, mathematically. All right.
So I'm coming up with topics.
Okay, I guess
Are
I
you
should too.
writing them down now?
I'm
Where's
putting
my
on Evernote.
Samsung?
Yeah, you put yours on a thing.
Maybe I'll just Google great podcast topics.
Wait, do we need to? Can we like listen to the audio to make sure it's recording right and everything? Do we want to do
Sure,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
not doing this twice.
Let me
I haven't even had supper yet.
I haven't either. Actually,
Yeah,
yeah.
supper. I've had supper. I had chicken Alfredo. It was really good.
I did
Alright.
that yesterday.
We're gonna find her.
Have you been recording this whole time?
No, just that one time. I can't really tell which is which, so we'll just.
We're gonna have like a thing you're gonna do when you restart it.
Okay, we should each test. So I am channel 2.
Check, Mikey. Check.
That was your mic.
No, yeah, you can get like right here.
I can't tell which one you are. Everybody.
Wait, we couldn't hear Justin at all.
Hello.
That's because it was your mic.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
If we go to his mic.
Oh.
We're gonna have like a
What do you mean go to his mic?
thing you're gonna do when you're okay.
We just switch
That was
between
my
the
mic.
mics.
We're gonna have like a
Hello, hello.
That wasn't his. I don't know which one his.
we're gonna have like a like
Okay, you're 3. No, that was my mic. Anyways, one of them's his mic.
All right, we'll figure. You're gonna have to edit this every time or what? Do I need to
Your
turn this?
face.
Make sure it's in the middle.
What?
Did you just say your
Edit your face. That's what I tell my kids.
Okay. Alright.
I don't know how. I can't think of any serious topics.
Well, no, not serious. It's supposed
It doesn't have to be serious.
Okay,
yeah.
good, because mine are all
Preferably
stupid.
not.
Yeah,
serious.
no, mine are all stupid. Don't worry.
Okay, I have one at least. All right.
I
Ready?
had one other thing. Just a minute. I had something else I was thinking of the other day, and I can't think of it. It was some deal I read that was actually interesting.
Why do you just... What's the word? Commandeer my water.
I told you I'm taking it for the podcast.
Hang on.
And we're back!
Welcome to...
A sophomore.
I don't know how this phrases. Oh no.
Oh no, what we gonna
It's
do?
so confusing.
Like
It's gonna be so confusing.
Oh my
You,
gosh.
which is which. Freaking try.
Alright, I got two. I'll think of a third one.
Okay.
Say just 1 and 2.
Then I gotta look at what you guys say, and then I can think of something smart.
Wait, I think I have to like name the things.
Oh, if you could change your name. Just change it. I don't want it.
Do that.
Because we're both I hate my name. Not since that sounded bad. Since we're both Justins, I hate my name. Like before I met you, loved it.
Loved it.
Loved it.
Okay. How did I do? Wait, just a second, real fast.
And I just broke. I didn't even touch it.
Just mine just broke.
I listen to a lot of podcasts. I feel like I'm an expert at this.
It's so hot. Is it just me?
It is just me.
We should have just started it.
I know,
A long
we
time
really
ago.
should have.
Okay, just a second. Where's my podcast? How do I go to my
It
podcast?
looks like a frisbee. It's like a little spike ball game.
It prevents your beard from interfering.
It's not just the beard, it's saying
My
keys.
beard?
Your
Wait, can we talk right now? Wait.
Okay, hey, that's how I came in. All right.
Hey.
This is the Canadian podcast.
So we do the thing. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Right when you start, I was gonna go.
Start.
Hey, it's Nevin,
And Justin.
and we're here.
And we're here.
No, this isn't the same episode.
This
is
isn't
a
the
new
same.
one.
We tricked you.
We got you.
Yeah.
So before we get into it, I just want to say the outpouring of support for our first episode has been amazing.
Yeah.
I've had people that I haven't seen in 30 years come up to me.
That's a lie.
30 years, and they told me, Nevin,
He's
this
only
is
21.
probably the greatest thing I've ever listened to.
He's not old enough to be 30 years.
And if you ever go to McDonald's, that's all they said. Anyways, we're here
What?
with our special guest, Justin.
Yes,
Introduce.
Justin, but not me, Justin Raulston. But first, we want to thank Jesse. What's his last name? Hutchinson?
Yeah.
Jesse Hutchinson. I hope that's his last name.
I'm sure he feels really appreciated.
We'll make sure we'll get it. We'll get back on the next episode.
We're not editing this. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, we're not editing this part. But yeah, I'd like to thank him for the intro and outro music. So that's kind of cool. It really goes with the vibe.
What a guy.
Yeah, what a guy. But yeah, we're here with a guy named Justin Raulston. He is the CSF director here in Nebraska, and there's a campus in South Dakota too at SDSU. And so Justin here, he graduated. The pinnacle achievement for him is he graduated from high school with a 4.0. And so that's his big thing. Then he went on to go to Nebraska Wesleyan for a while, for about a semester, and then he's like, you know what? I think it's time for me to go to a Christian college and play basketball. And then he got saved, and now he has his pastoral degree and stuff, I think. I don't
You
know.
literally almost got everything wrong.
Wrong?
Like, you got my name right.
Oh.
That was successful.
Well, no.
And I did get saved, so that was good.
Yeah.
No, 4.0, if you add all my years together, it's not a 4.0, all right? C's get degrees, my friends. All right? My number one phrase when I was in college was, what do I need to stay eligible? That's how you know what my GPA was, all right?
Amen.
I went to Dakota Wesleyan,
Oh.
not Nebraska.
I got everything wrong.
And I have a degree in youth ministry and a master's degree in Christian education.
Yes.
Two things to note. Number one, I thought he was doing that on purpose. I thought that was like a...
It was on purpose.
It was. Okay.
Well, I figured the 4.0 was some kind of slap at my lack of education.
No, all of it was, I didn't do very well.
I got a 4.0 when I went to graduate school.
Well,
Does that count?
yeah.
See,
Okay.
no, I think the confusion was I think he was thinking too hard. And then it
Yeah,
didn't
that's
look
thinking
like it
way
was
too hard.
serious.
It didn't. It was supposed to be like serious, but like not true facts at all. But I just kind of botched it. So
Kind of like.
We'll
It's-
edit
it's a
that
work in
out. You can
progress.
edit that out in the behind the music.
yeah, it's a work in
We'll
progress.
just blare the music during.
All right,
it.
hey, but we never said our tagline. This is
Conversations
Conversations in
in
Water, where we bring the conversations.
And you bring the water.
Heck yeah.
Except last time I didn't have any water. Justin brought water, both of them.
Yes.
Except Justin's water. This is Mormon. Justin's water was commandeered. That is my water that he stole. So I'm drinking a fruit punch. This is sponsored by Minute Maid.
No, it's
Minute
not.
Maid, made with real fruit, quote unquote. So,
It's not sponsored.
That's another lie.
All right.
conversations and lies.
All right. So,
Justin,
Yes.
briefly explain the structure.
All right.
The new structure of our
yes, the new structure. Well, we kind of talked about it. So, each week we're all going to bring 3 topics, 3 different topics. We're going to say them for the first time ever out loud to each other. What our 3 topics are, and then we're gonna pick the best one, and we'll go around in a circle and hit the topics. If we'll either go till we run out of topics or run out of time. So that's the plan here. All right.
We'll start with
That really just sounded like something like from The Bachelor. Like, I don't know. Like, it just had that tone of like, we're all going to say it for the first time ever
Oh,
as we look into each other's eyes.
Oh no.
So,
holding a rose.
We can't look into all
Yeah,
3 of
you
each
should
other's
do
eyes
that.
at the same time.
I mean, we
kicked by a mule.
Yeah.
But- Alright.
Alright, Justin will go first.
Yeah, okay. So my 3 topics are reading for school / recreation, like the difference between those two, and ramen noodles, and how to hang up the phone. That's
Okay.
it. We're not gonna, well, yeah, we're not gonna expand on them a whole lot right away. But
Wait,
that's
okay,
it.
so those are the 3.
That I,
So we have to
that
pick?
I bring. No, I brought 3.
Yeah, and then we'll pick
We'll
which
all
one.
have 3. We'll
Well-
all bring 3.
Yeah, but we're right now we pick which one of those we're gonna do.
Oh, that's what we're doing? That's how we're doing this?
That's my twist.
Oh.
Maybe I'm just adding this now. I thought that was there from the beginning. I've been telling people this. So maybe
Oh.
I lied to them.
Well,
So those 2 people will be really disappointed if we don't do it.
Excuse me, it was 4. Alright.
okay, I guess
So,
alright, we'll do it that way.
So I'm thinking how to hang up the phone for sure.
Okay.
You
How to
think
hang
that?
up the phone? You don't have a... No, I would have said ramen.
Okay, but think about it.
Okay, see,
There's so many ways to. We don't need to get into it, but if we get into it, we can get into it. I just think you have to say goodbye way too many times.
Oh, so you're thinking like, how do you get off the
Yeah,
phone?
exactly.
Okay.
That's what. Or is that what you were going?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
There's a gnat in here, and I'm not talking about my coworkers.
Get it? Cause you
I think it's
said
pronounced
that.
Ganat.
Yeah,
That would
sorry.
be weird. What would the G stand for?
What?
It's silent.
That was spelled.
No, like never mind. Okay, just
You go first, because I'm still thinking.
I them too. Okay, my first one is McDonald's in the recent, reimagination. We'll talk about it, or we won't.
Let's take a drink of water.
Trees and how they've provided for us. And their various other uses.
This is not how I pictured this going.
I think Nevin's just
I
picking
thought we were-
topics by what he sees.
Here's the situation.
Like, if I pick my nose right now, Nevin's going to go, topic 3, boogers. Good or not good?
See, I thought we'd like talk about all 3 if we had the time. Like,
30 minutes? You want to talk about 9 topics?
well, potentially.
I mean, I could talk about,
We're really organized here.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Conversations of
ramen
water.
for years.
yes, the same amount of time it takes to digest ramen. That's how long it would take me to talk about it.
Ever at 6:36.
So that was your 3?
What?
Trees, and McDonald's.
He's not a
Trees
math
and
major.
McDonald's.
That's
All
just 3.
I told you, 2.0.
Wait, 2.0?
No, it was 3.2 in high school.
Okay. No, that's
Add
where
them
that's
together.
where I'm about it.
No, that was good. It was alright.
I'm not gonna brag, but I'm about a 3.2. So. And then automobiles and their contribution to.
I do feel a lot better about my
Alright,
topics now.
Here's the
I
thing.
mean, I gotta be
We're
honest,
sitting-
I was nervous about topics, and now I feel like mine are
You don't
genius.
need to be nervous. Okay, here's the thing. We're sitting. Nevin has a perfect view out a window at night. There's a McDonald's across the street. There's probably a tree out there somewhere, and there's cars driving by.
In the parking lot.
Oh,
Just gonna drink my fruit punch.
I would vote for McDonald's.
We'll talk about McDonald's. That's my
Alright.
vote.
Alright,
Did we decide hanging up the phone for me?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Cool.
What people are doing right now as they're listening to this podcast.
Why are they talking on the phone while they're listening to the
Hanging
podcast?
up the phone. Nice.
Oh!
We'll talk about that
Yeah.
Okay.
after this.
After the break.
Okay.
Best movie ever and why? I'm stealing yours from a while ago.
Alright.
If you were getting a tattoo, what would it be and why? And if you could have dinner with any person, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Alive.
Ooh. What?
See, the key is you gotta follow Nevin, because then they sounded great.
That sounded so great.
You're like, wow, trees? A genius.
Gosh, not the first one because I hate favorites. Or wait, you
I
said
know
best
you
movie.
He
of all
said
time.
best, but that's...
Yeah, best or favorite, yeah.
Okay, what was the second one? The tattoo one? I think we should maybe...
Tattoo, if you got a tattoo, what would it be and why? Or if you could have dinner with any person, dead or alive. Well,
Alive.
they wouldn't be dead when you... Yeah, good point. Well played. Who would it be and why?
Right, okay. See,
I don't know if I would have dinner with anybody.
I vote for the second
Eat like
one.
a pig. Yeah, second one.
You
Tattoo.
eat like a pig.
Oh.
You do eat...
We're at 9 minutes.
Over 9 minutes?
Now we're good.
When did it cut off?
What does this mean?
Are we recording?
Noises being added? What do you mean noises being added? Well, we stopped recording.
I think they were just talking about us.
Oh, I have to relaunch it every 9 minutes. Give me a second.
Relaunch it?
Yes.
Alright. So, okay, when did it cut off, though?
No, it didn't cut off. I stopped it when
Before
I
it
said
was
9
9?
minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, before it was
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is a part of the show, why am I talking about this?
Yes, that you're...
For the YouTube, this is the intermittent
Okay,
part
ready?
because we are poor.
3, 2... And we're back!
What? No, we're not doing that. We're cutting this
So,
out.
fun fact, we are stitching this episode together
Gee.
because we're using trial software that we're not paying for, and we have to stop it every 9 minutes.
Because we're poor.
Yes. I could pirate it, but we don't do that.
We're not
I've
gonna
never done
pirate
that in
it.
my life. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna pirate it, but we will invest. Last time we just used like iPhone.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to sponsor this podcast,
Yes.
Yeah, buy
Call
us.
us.
Call us.
we'll pay for your therapy.
Yeah.
It's way more expensive than the software.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, Justin will pay for your therapy.
Yeah.
That's Justin
Maybe the
Raulston.
therapist will sponsor the podcast because it's going to drum
Oh.
up business for them.
Hey.
What, we could talk to the nearest therapist. Did anyone know any therapists?
I would hope you do.
All right, so
I know a few, but
okay.
they're not supposed to say
I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Does that count?
anything. Okay. So, what do you want?
All right. So now we decided on the tattoo one.
Tattoo for Justin.
What would your tattoo be from JR?
Mm-hmm.
And mine was the how to hang up the phone
From Justin.
from Justin. And your Nevin's was
McDonald.
McDonald's. What was it? Wait, well, you said something more with McDonald's. You're like McDonald's.
McDonald's and its recent reimagination. We'll get into it.
Okay, we'll get into it. Where do we want to start?
McDonald's and its recent reimagination. So, okay, here's my thing. Alright,
Here's the
so
situation.
the one in Wayne just got renovated, but this has been going on for years. We're just Wayne, so it happened like recently. Where it happened everywhere else a long time ago. So, McDonald's is trying to be cool now. They're trying to be trendy. They're also progressively getting less cheap, which for me, the only reason I ever liked, quote unquote, I'm using air quotes right now, liked McDonald's was because it was like $2 for like a meal that will fill me up. It will make me feel terrible an hour later, but it will fill me up in that moment. But now, everything's normal fast food price. I have no reason to go to McDonald's anymore. That's my...
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can appreciate the reimagining, as you say it, like the remodeling and everything. But, and I also agree that I'm not gonna go there. The only reason I was going there is because it was cheap. It's cheaper than Subway and Brunswick. That's all we have in Wayne, besides all the other places.
DQ.
Yeah. So,
There's a great coffee shop downtown that serves food.
heck yeah, there is
I don't know, I've never heard of
the
it.
Table Coffee Shop.
Oh,
What?
where's that at?
It's downtown, right next to Rustic Treasures.
It's at 803 East 7th Main Street.
How do you have that memorized?
Their number's
All right. It's not even close.
number's 382-223-2238.
That's not it either.
Alright,
That
so-
worries me whose number that is.
we're not.
Do not call that number.
Don't call that number.
I agree
Just
with Nevin. Like, the reimagining, like, that makes sense to me because every time I go to McDonald's, I reimagine that they're going to get my order right.
Nice.
Good.
Nice. Okay, but there's actually people that like really enjoy.
Oh, Josiah.
McDonald's.
Josiah.
Josiah.
Josiah. There's
Yeah.
something wrong with you.
Yeah, like my 8-year-old. Like, he really.
No.
He's 9.
Josiah
He's not-
was
Whoops.
on. You know Josiah.
He's not listening.
He was on Nevin's camp team.
Yeah, but Josiah's like a 9-year-old
Oh, I hope he's listening.
who
He is.
doesn't shower.
He's my best friend. Well, I mean, he showered before. Okay.
That was going to get awkward.
I've heard it happen.
I'm reimagining what you were about to say there.
But yeah, no, his favorite place.
He
is-
really does love McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, tell the story about.
What's wrong
Oh
with
my
you?
gosh. So this year, me and Josiah went back, and 2 other of my camp team members from last year went back to a camp called Flaming Spirit. And I'm wearing our T-shirt today. Looks like a Coors Light shirt. It's a whole thing. But
Is it supposed to?
no. Why would it supposed
I
to?
don't
It's a
know.
camp. Anyways, great camp, great place. So we decided to go back this year, even though we weren't on camp teams, and help out. On the way back, and that's down in Missouri. So on the way back up, me and Josiah accidentally took the scenic route because I thought that we could somehow get back on the interstate, but the interstate was closed because of flooding. But it looked open because I saw cars.
Were you driving?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all making sense.
Yep. And anyways, long story short, we end up in the middle of nowhere, no food for miles. We look up on like Google Maps, Apple Maps, whatever, trying to find nearest food place, and literally nothing. Nearest Subway was an hour and a half, like backwards. We're like, okay, well we're just not gonna eat, I guess. So, anyways, but then randomly we're just driving through the path we're supposed to, or the route, and we get to this town, and there's a bunch of places. There's McDonald's, there's Wendy's, there's DQ, there's Subway, there's like a bunch of different places.
But Josiah's sleeping.
But Josiah's sleeping. And now, I know that Josiah loves McDonald's. Now, I would have rather eaten at any of the other places, like in a heartbeat. And I also didn't know if I wanted to wake him, because it was a long week. But, what I did is I pulled in to the McDonald's drive-thru, and then I slowly woke him, and I was like, look up. And he saw that it was McDonald's. And yeah, it made his week probably. I don't want to take credit for that. But
So, like, he genuinely enjoys the food.
I don't know.
His favorite is like a chicken. Well, I guess I don't know.
Maybe it's
Now-
the atmosphere.
Now, I will say,
In a car?
McDonald's maybe the best fries.
Okay.
I love their fries, and there is
Like a fast food joint?
Yes.
Okay.
and there is like a moment, like maybe once or twice a year, where I'm just like, man, I could go for some chicken McNuggets.
Fair enough.
So there are moments, but yeah, on an everyday basis, that's it's not good.
Yeah. Okay, I get that.
All right. So that's McDonald's.
That's McDonald's for you. All right, now do we want to talk about tattoos or
We can't do this every time. Let's go around the table. That's the
Alright.
next.
Justin's next?
I would get a tattoo of McDonald. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, the question is, if you could get a tattoo, or if you were getting a tattoo, do you guys have tattoos?
No. Well, yes, I do.
What? You literally got one.
Oh my gosh, I have a tattoo.
He was lying.
Yes. Have you seen it? Did
Your
you know I
parents
have one?
listening to
No,
this?
I
Do
don't
they
know.
not know?
They know.
Okay. Are they listening to this?
Oh, trust me, they know.
What are their names?
Tim and Molly.
Tim and Molly. Welcome to Conversations in Water. We'll
We're
have you
sorry,
on.
Justin got a tattoo.
And say hello to the rest of my family too.
And the other ones. Anyway,
I feel like you're covering more skin up while you're
No,
trying to show
I
this
know.
tattoo.
we're on video.
What am
Just.
I? Oh, this is a long sleeve. Shoot, this is gonna be hard. We're in a long sleeve shirt. Anyway, I do have a tattoo. And for those who cannot see us, because you're not watching this on YouTube,
It says Telestial.
it's no, it doesn't. It
Isn't
says
I-
what? You
I don't-
thought it did?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
It says Tetelestai. I can't really show you because the sleeve.
There it is. I got you.
There it
Okay.
is. Okay. It says Tetelestai.
They
Should
spelled
we-
it
should
wrong.
we-
So,
should we-
trivia question, Justin, what
They
does
spelled it wrong.
Tetelestai mean?
They spelled it wrong.
No, they didn't.
They did.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's not in the actual Greek letters. You
Well,
should-
no, I'm not gonna get the actual Greek, but it is a Greek word. But what does it mean?
You
Justin?
tell me.
You're the
4.0.
2.0 in Bible college.
You're the pastor guy, though.
Pastor guy.
Do you know what it means?
I do.
Do you want to tell everybody?
Nope. I'm gonna make them
Okay.
guess.
All right. So.
So send us your submissions. What do you think it means?
No, I just
No,
listened.
don't
I just listened to this podcast. How this is why I'm doing this. I just listened to a podcast where they're talking about tattoos and how that's everybody's go-to. Is they go, "Tell me what it means," and then you go, "You tell me what it means," and then half the people who get tattoos are like, they were talking about mostly like Chinese letters, because then like people will be like, Well, you tell me what it means, and they don't really know what it means. They just got a cool tattoo.
Oh, okay. Well, I know what it means.
I don't.
Let me tell you.
Okay.
It's the last thing that Jesus said on the cross.
It
Tetelestai.
is
Finished.
finished.
It is
Yeah.
finished. Yeah.
I didn't want people at home to think I really didn't know.
Right.
So
So yeah. People at home.
People listening at home.
yeah,
We're at work.
one of my Bible college professors is probably listening to
probably.
this.
Oh,
He's
you
like,
can send it to
first
him."
question he got right.
Now you
Yeah,
have to send
so
it
it does mean it is finished, yes.
Yes.
So I do have a tattoo, but if I were to get another one, I would. So there was this time this summer, I was on camp team, we've discussed this already. I was having a pretty not great day, pretty not great week, okay? And so at the time, we were sitting in chapel, and like I'm like, all right, I need to be fed. I need to open the Word and read something. And so I don't do this often, and I don't really condone doing it all the time. But once in a while, I'll take my Bible and I'll just say, like. Why did you not do that earlier?
Because I was waiting for you to wrap it up.
Okay,
hoping
I was
it gonna be
pausing so that
consistent.
no, it's gonna be forever. You know that big long pause.
And we're back.
Oh, did that this up? Okay.
Right.
3, 2. You said and it said. So you.
Well,
said
no, I'm
and
not
it
starting
said.
right there though.
No, you gotta start exactly where you ended. You have to start exactly where you ended.
Wait, I didn't say and it said.
Yeah, you were like.
You did. You said
I
and it
did?
said.
Yep.
You were talking about the Bible, and it said.
No, I didn't.
Crap.
That's not what I
We're
want to
supposed
do.
to meet Emma there at the library.
That's not what I want to do though right now. Cause so remember that was big long pause. Just cut that out and put this in there.
Okay.
Okay.
And 3, 2.
Yeah. So it wasn't the best week, and so like I don't really do this often, and I don't really recommend people do this all the time. But once in a while, you can like pray to God and be like, hey, I just really need to be encouraged right now, or I need to hear from you right now, and so I'm just gonna open the Bible and read wherever it opens, and hopefully you'll teach me something. So that's what I did, and I opened to Isaiah 44, I think, in verses like the first like 5 verses really good, and then like verse 6 it said something like, I'm gonna paraphrase. It said, and someone will cry out, I am the Lord's, and then it also said, it went on to say that. And someone will write on their hand the Lord's. And so, if I ever get another tattoo, I won't write on my hand the Lord's. But that's going to be what it says. It's going to say the Lord's with an apostrophe and an S, like possession. And it's going to be right here. You can't see where I'm pointing, but it's going to be like on the outside of my arm, I guess, like pointing out, if that makes sense, on my left arm. So, I guess I never told you where my other one was. My other one is on my left shoulder. So, on my left arm, like on the side, on my shoulder blade. So yeah, that's
Cool.
what I would do.
Nice.
Devin?
I would get a water droplet in a conversation bubble.
Oh my gosh. You're all in, man. I'll give you that.
No, I would never get a tattoo. I mean, I would literally have to see what I like. There would have to be something that compelled me enough to get a tattoo.
That makes sense.
And I've never seen that.
See, I thought you were, when you said water droplet, I thought you were gonna like,
No.
say you're gonna get it under your
No.
eye, so it looks like it's here.
And then a thought bubble on your forehead,
So it looks like I'm thinking.
but it's empty.
It's just some dots. No, yeah. No, I don't. I'm not, I mean, yeah, that's all I have.
Yeah. So I like tattoos. I don't
Yeah.
have one. No. So my wife and I had a deal years ago. I don't even think she really cares, but it was a deal we made a long time ago that, like, I don't think she minds them, but like she's not a gigantic like, hey, let's go get tattoos. And so I made a deal a few years ago that I want one on my chest, but I won't get one until like I get in good enough shape again in my life where I could take my shirt off and show it off. And those days seem to be getting further and further away. So I don't know that I'll ever get one. My brother has, oh gosh, he's probably got 20, and they're all really meaningful and they're really cool. Like the stuff that he has, some of it's from his military career, and then a lot of stuff for his family. And so I've always wanted one. I would probably do one of two things. One of my favorite scriptures is in Jeremiah 17, where he talks about being rooted, that you plant your roots by streams of living water. And that you're always bearing fruit and your leaves are always green. That's one of my favorite. I would say that's probably kind of a life verse for me. And so I would get something like a tree with roots and that verse on there. I'm a big fan of that. I've always wanted one. Actually, I have 3 choices. I forgot about the other one. Years ago, we researched and found like our family crest. And so I would want that. Like it's from like my brother found it. He was really into like ancestors.com one time. And so like it was like our family crest. And I want to get it. And then I want to put 2 swords like through the side and then have both my son's names on each sword. So I would do that. And then I've always thought about getting one that would be like a cross in the middle. And then it would have like a wedding ring over the cross. And that would have like my wife's name on it. And so like that kind of thing. Those are the ones I've always wanted. But as I've said, I have to be not fat to get one, and I don't see that happening.
You better get to work.
Yeah, I mean,
not on that.
too many McDonald's.
I mean, it's right out the window.
It's reimagining my body.
It's, see, yeah, you'd have to get to work. My challenge for you: do it all in one weekend. All of those things.
What? Get all of them?
McDonald's, a
All
tattoo, and
McDonald's,
your
the
phone.
tattoo. Yes, all those things. All right, Justin's topic. I don't remember what it was.
Can we talk briefly about the family crest thing? I never considered that I would have a family crest. That's really cool.
I never did either. My brother, a few years ago, he got really into like ancestors.com and did all this research. We found out some actually really weird, like small world coincidence. So like before I lived in Wayne, I'll make this really short. I lived in this really small town in Illinois called Pleasant Hill. It's like 1,000 people. Like I've grown up in Nebraska. My whole family's from Nebraska, blah, blah, blah. So he found like in the research, like we had a great-great-grandfather or something that was like one of the founding town members of this town that we lived in for 4 years. Like it was just really random thing, but he went back and researched. It's pretty easy to find at least like a version of your family crest. And the cool thing was we went way back and he found like all the symbols that are on it and they all have different meanings. And ours has 2 of them on there. One is like a symbol, it's about clergy, which I am. And then the other one was military, which my brother served 20 years in the Air Force and is retired. Cool. So it's like this really random thing like that he found it and then like that's what we both do. So yeah, it's kind of cool.
Sweet. Cool beans.
Yeah.
All right. So we want to talk about hanging up the phone now and how.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to start.
All right.
What if we hang up on you while you do it?
Speaking of which, someday, we're going to end up with a podcast that we have to record remotely, because eventually I might leave here, but this is going to continue. So,
Heck yeah, it is.
conversations with water from across the border.
We haven't talked about that till just now, so.
Oh, he's getting sad. He's getting emotional.
Yeah, he cried a little bit.
He's crying
It's all
right
right.
now. It's okay.
Gotta take a drink of my water.
That's what I do when I'm about ready to cry. Like if I'm somewhere and I'm about ready to cry, I grab my water and be like. He gets some stuff, man. I was watching something last night. I teared up. I can't remember what it was now.
So you grab
Was
water.
it The Bachelorette?
No. I was like, man, I'll get you every time. Might have been MASH. You get a good episode of MASH, yeah.
See, no, yeah, TV. Oh goodness, yeah. There's some movies that have hit. Honestly,
It'll get you.
like I know this is cheesy, but it's dogs for me. For some reason, dogs more than humans. That's kind of sad, but it's true.
That'd have been a good topic.
Yeah.
What makes you cry?
We're gonna have to get there. There's gonna be an episode where we're just gonna be sobbing the whole time. But that's not today.
I about went off on a big tangent on like crying, but we don't need to talk about that.
You know, it's funny because on the from the last episode, people have asked me like, why do you always cut Justin out? And granted, I don't know why they said always because it's been one episode, so you don't know.
It just happened that
Step off, people.
Step up.
You don't know Nevin. Don't put Nevin in a box.
Yeah, I'm not your box. Anyways, but but I will say, crap. Where was I going with?
I don't know, but you've said but like 5 times.
Basically, yeah, no, I interrupt him so he doesn't go off on tangents. That was where I was going. That was where I went. So also it's a podcast. You're supposed to interrupt each other. Have you listened to any podcast ever? Like all the good ones, they interrupt each other. Anyways,
even the ones where like there's one person.
Yeah, interrupts his own thoughts.
Allie Beth Stuckey, that's a good one.
Is it a woman?
Yes, that's really good. You should watch it.
Could be a man.
Okay, moving on.
All right. So hanging up the phone.
No, I agree with you. You do interrupt people on podcasts.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I had to wait a really long time to make that joke because you guys kept going on tangents.
Someone do their thing first because I've been talking a lot.
The phone thing?
Yeah.
Hang up the phone?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I was thinking.
Why don't you just start, Nevin? Because I don't know where I'm going with this, TBH.
Okay, I do. So, it was your topic, but okay. So my thing is, I was thinking about it the other day. Okay, I apologize for the ham slap. I didn't slap a ham.
What?
I actually said ham slap. Anyways.
I ordered a cheeseburger at McDonald's one time. That's what they gave me. It was ham.
I believe
So
you.
he brought it all back together.
Oh, gee.
Oh, too bad it's not over.
That's what everybody at home is saying.
We'll be right back.
And we're back! Are we getting recordings of this every time? For sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome back. To the
Hanging
third
up the
hour-
phone.
The third hour of Conversations in Water.
If hours were measured in 9-minute intervals.
So hanging up the phone. I was thinking about this the other day, and I hate how much time it takes to get rid of a phone call. And by that I mean, like,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I'll be talking with some guy from like Apple or, one of those companies you call Verizon, right? CenturyLink, all these people, and like the problem was taken care of. It was done. In a perfect world, as soon as the problem was resolved, I would hit the hang up button. No other words need said. You did the job. I might say thank you. That's probably good. That's probably kind. But if you think about it, I include thank you as a goodbye in my mind. So you say thank you, and they say you're welcome. So they've done their first thank you. Then you say, okay, have a good day. Then they say, okay, you have a good day. And then you're like, goodbye. And then they say goodbye. Do you know how long that took from my life? At least 10 seconds. Maybe more. I don't like it.
What are you going to do in those 10 seconds?
Yeah, I mean,
Also-
I've seen your life. You got 10 seconds to spare.
Also,
You've
like...
seen my life?
Yeah.
Like,
I'd like to.
the
It's
thing
flashed
is,
before my eyes.
when people say, like, I just wasted, like, 3 minutes of my life, well, like, you're still probably going to go to bed around the same time. So, I mean, does it really matter? I don't know.
I mean, you could have used those 3
Yeah, I mean,
minutes. somewhere.
you waste a lot of time in life. How long have we been on this?
True.
They're all listening.
Grant, I literally have homework
So-
to in like 2 hours.
So I hate, like, that's a strong word. That's why I used it.
Yeah.
I hate talking on the phone. Like, to me, text messaging is one of the greatest inventions ever because you don't have a verbal way to say thumbs up. Because that's what I do. Like, if I get a mess, now everybody's secret's out here that, like, if you text me and I give you thumbs up, what that really means is I'm done with this conversation. Or, I honestly don't do this at home. Honestly, I'm usually driving, and so I'm trying not to text and drive because that's bad.
Don't
do
drive
it in the
home.
car either.
Yeah, don't drive at home. That's what happened. I was texting and driving, and I drove right into my home. And so now we have to reimagine it.
Read
and
it
so-
in.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so
connected.
I agree with you. Like, I hate talking on the phone because I'm a facial expression reader. So, like, I like to read facial expressions, and so then, like, I always take tone or something the wrong way. And then I'm not good with not having the last word. So, like, I'm even that way, like, in messages or text messages. Like, if somebody goes, okay, then I feel like I have to send them the thumbs up or the smiley face because, like, I don't want them to think that I didn't want to talk to them. So I get really paranoid about stuff like that. Like, if I'm on the phone and then they're like, all right, see you later. Yep. Like, it's because I want to make sure you didn't think I wasn't listening to the last thing you said.
I know you want to see me later. Okay.
But then what's infuriating is on the other end, like, I hate it when other people do. Like, where I'll be like, I'll text my wife and I'll be like, yeah, I'll be home at this time. And then she'll text back, okay. And it means my phone dings again. And in my mind, I'm like, why are you texting me okay? I don't need to know. But then I would do it too because I don't want her to think. I almost knocked that over. I don't want her to think that I'm not listening. So I'm a complicated guy.
Yeah, I mean...
Man, you must hate podcasts.
I'm a delicate flower, Devin. He's, one petal at a time, buddy.
You're saying?
Yeah, usually, you're...
You should have interrupted that.
Hey, conversations and tangents. Tangent Tuesday.
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, but they don't know that. So, now
No, they will.
Nah, I think it's out.
Oh, I had another
So-
tangent, but you go first.
Here's the situation. So,
That's my fault.
like, it's his phrase, but I use it all the time. So, on purpose, not to, yeah, okay. So Nevin,
wouldn't want to imitate me.
you were talking.
Imitations in water.
You were talking about how like this big long process of like hanging up and everything. I guess like back and forth. Usually, well, not usually. Ideally, I'll just usually say like we'll get the thing done that I called them for, or they called me for. I'll be like, all right, bye. Then I hang up. That's usually how it goes. Not all the time, I guess. Like I said, ideally, and so yeah. But also like yeah, I guess I was gonna okay. So you could also be like in mid conversation and be like, all right, gotta go, bye, see ya, and then hang up. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I just don't talk on the phone that much.
Yeah.
If someone calls me, like, okay, it depends on the person, because
Right.
some I have, like, cause for concern. I'm like, why are they calling me? Someone must be dying. And then, it hasn't happened yet, thankfully.
I was just thinking that.
But, I don't know. Yeah. Phone calls are intimidating. It also depends on the person. Some people call instead of text. Dalton Sabatka. Shout out. Not a shout out in a good way, though.
Called out.
Just text. Just text me. Don't call every time you need something.
Your phone's gonna ring like he's gonna call you like every minute for like 6 days after he listens to this.
He's not listening. He might.
I don't know.
I gotta make sure to tell him about this part though.
He'll
Like,
listen
hey, you
in,
should
like,
call Nevin.
6 months.
But I think you're right. We all have a go-to.
Mhm.
Like I do notice. Like I'll be like, well, okay then. I say that a lot. Like, well, okay then. Well, all right then. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Hang up the phone.
Mine's. You should just do that. Mine's.
That'd
Yep.
be great.
Oh.
Like if
and-
we could just do that.
Mhm.
Like all right, conversation's over. Bye.
New etiquette.
Conversation's over.
We need to
no.
revolutionize.
Reimagine.
My thing is, we need to reimagine it. My thing is double buying. Okay, here's what'll happen. Okay, I'll say bye, they'll say bye. Then I feel like for some reason I have to say
Yeah.
bye. It's like, all right, bye. It's
Yeah.
like, what does it end?
It's like that whole, that I love you more. I've never done that.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, I'm just not.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
people
very
listening know me. I'm not much of a touchy-feely guy.
That's okay.
It's not an understatement.
Yeah.
Understatement of the year, as Justin would say.
Yes.
Not me.
When I say Justin, I mean Justin.
Yeah, obviously.
Duh, Justin.
Naturally.
So, no, yeah. Crap.
No, yeah.
Anyway, oh, no, and my other thing is, like, my last bye always be weird. It'll be like, or sometimes it'll just be, or like, It'll just be like weird. That sounds weird. But it'll just be a weird noise. Like, it won't even be a word anymore. It's like, It's like acknowledging, this is where it ends. I should just start saying that.
No, I don't think you want that to be your go-to. I don't think you want your go-to to be,
All right, see you later.
What are you doing, Nev? I'm at McDonald's.
It was reimagined. So this has been,
Conversations in water.
yes. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
But that was Nevin.
Thank you, Nevin.
Okay, then.
How do we end this?
All right, then.
Alright.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
Well, thanks for tuning in.
Yep.
We'll catch you next time.
So, hey, by the way, real fast, in case
you interrupted me.
With the tangent.
In case you didn't know, it's a good song. In case you didn't know, we are going to be
That's
trying
a
to do...
country song.
It is a country song. It's alright. In case you didn't know, we're going to be... That's what's called a footnote. Shout out Katie Morris. We're going to be doing episodes every week, but we're not going to have a day they come out, because that's just lame. Like, what are we...
Yeah. So just if it's been about a week, then expect one. A little less, a little more, maybe exactly sometimes.
Sometimes a month?
No.
No. It'll be more often than that.
Yes.
We also are getting new mics because I don't know if this is gonna come out. If it sounds good, message us all at once.
Yes.
All right.
All right. See you
Well,
next
okay,
time.
then.
Okay then.
What do you mean we're getting new mics?
So this whole setup's stupid, and I'm not gonna buy software. So what we're doing is we're going back to the original plan.
Are we selling these?
I'm just gonna return them. It's Amazon, bro.
What'd you pay for them?
They were $30 a piece. So, but the other mics that I was gonna get was $30 a piece too, and I was gonna get an actual soundboard, and it was gonna all be XLRs and then a USB soundboard, so it's one USB, and that's what we're gonna do. So I don't have to buy the software.
What
Well-
software do you use?
This is called. I was holding that in. It's called audio.
Good.
It's called audio hijack. It's supposed to let you bring in multiple audio sources and record them and stuff. But It costs $70 or $60, and the soundboard's $70, and that I can use for other things too.
All right, guys. Well, this has been our YouTube upload.
Yeah.
I don't need to be on YouTube.
What do you mean you don't?
I don't want to be on YouTube.
Well, were you even recording the? Oh yeah, you were. Okay. Well, thanks for stopping in. This has been Conversations in Water.
Conversations.
The extra
Conversations.
fit.
Why did that not send?